There are three major reasons why generic ERP fails the metal casting industry. The first reason is that most generic ERP systems are set up to account for many different items being assembled together to make one finished product, where in the cast metal industry it's the reverse of that. We take one vat of metal, which is either melted from ingot or from other materials. That vat of metal then pours many different products, and generic ERP just can't deal with that. The second reason is that when you start tracking materials within the metals industry, you start by tracking a mold, which can contain more than one part. And so when that part gets cut off, the actual number of components you're tracking increases. And again, generic ERP just doesn't deal with that. When you do cut those extra pieces off, the remainder, which is the gating system that flowed the metal into the casting, is then recycled and remelted. So that is a reverse bill of material usage. So it actually goes back into bill of materials rather than being taken out. And again, most generic ERP systems cannot deal with that.
Well, when you think about it, let's think about the metal casting industry. This is the world's oldest process, dating back to the Egyptians. And when Egyptians come in today, they would say, well, metal casting is a very unique process. It starts out with liquid metal. And in order to deal with liquid metal from a software standpoint, you've got to have a lot of expertise. Synchro ERP brings to the table the expertise that is needed for your metal casting operations. Let me get into a few specifics here with this. Metal casters have a distinct product routing, where they start out with the tooling setup and go all the way through shipping. Many of our metal casting customers also deal with the aerospace, defense, and nuclear industries and need full traceability with their parts. Another thing that makes this industry very unique is the material inventory and the bill of materials that go into making the part, because there's a reclamation process. Metal casting is the world's greenest industry when it comes to recycling of metal and sand. Also, metal casting industry is very unique in that the profit margins are very razor thin. Therefore, you need a strong costing and estimating presence. Furthermore, tooling and parts within the metal casting industry make it unique. And many of our customers are IS, QS, and TS certified, and they need to do drawing and issue control. Quality, of course, in the metal casting process is very unique because of the industry served from it. Finally, Synchro ERP brings to the table a vast array of technical support from the industry. We are the pros from Dover.